Hey, what's up everybody? It's Uncle Mad, Sunday, February 4th, 2024, final day of Hot Chicken Week. But before we dump into some hot chicken, I said dump instead of jump, that was weird. We're at the Lost Patty to watch Manchester United take off West Ham, so starting our day off in the worst way possible. The Patty's good, Manchester United, not so much.
Kids are all right today.
We do! Oh, United, we love you! Glory, glory, Man United! Glory, glory, Man United! Glory, glory, Man United! As the Reds go marching on!
Can't remember the last time United had two straight good results in a row, so see where this goes. We gotta eat some hot chicken. All right, 3-0 win for Manchester United over West Ham. Good way to start the day here at the Lost Patty. I don't know, the last time we had two decent results in a row. Somebody posted we got 5 games unbeaten. That doesn't sound right, but I don't know. But it's hot chicken time. This is what you came for. This is what you want to see. We're gonna head out. We're gonna get some hot chicken now. All right, so we're back at the Tanger Outlets. First time we've been here since the grand opening when it was a complete chaos factory, but much calmer, much easier to navigate here. And I felt it was only appropriate if we're gonna do Hot Chicken Week. We gotta do the original, we gotta do the goat, we gotta try Prince's. All right, so after sitting here for 30 minutes, I went and checked, and it's hey, I know hot chicken takes a while sometimes. What's going on? Brought me this out. I'm pretty sure this is a leftover to go over that they had because I ate a fry and it was ice cold. Bon appetit. All right, so out of fairness to Prince's and how I respect the Prince's history and how good they are traditionally, I'm just not going to score them because that was a terrible experience. They tried to bring me out cold food and be like, oh, hey, we just refresh cooked. I was like, the fries are ice cold. I'm like, this is clearly not, refresh. So they said they redid it, but it took 2 seconds for them to bring me out the recooked food. So I don't know how much fresher this is, but I'm just, at this point in time, we're striking Prince's from the record on this week's Hot Chicken Week and just not going to score them. They're one of the best of all time. They're the original, so you can't knock them, but the service here today was just abysmal. It's terrible, and people knock me every time I give bad reviews of stuff. They're like, oh, I used to hate her, so blah, 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 blah. But sit there for 30 minutes, get cold food. What are you supposed to do? All right, we are going to sample the hot chicken slider from Prince's. I'm not going to score it. Like I said, I'm stricken this from the record, but we're going to sample it because we got it. See, it looks good. I mean, it's Hawaiian slider bun, whatever you want to call it. It's exactly what you would want it to be, but just bon appetit. Really good. Really good. Disappointed we couldn't have got this in the first go round. All right, so a little behind the scenes magic here. I had planned to do Prince's very last fall for the week because I knew they were just going to be the best. I was unspoken that Prince's is the best hot chicken there is. They're the OG. They're the originals. That's why I kind of lined them up to be the last one I tried this week. But that experience was just so bad because, I can wait for food. This is the thing. People are going to, complain and be like, oh, you're just whatever. It's I can wait. But if you wait and then they try to bring you out cold food and, be like, hey, here, sorry about that, and they bring out food that's clearly been sitting there and ice cold French fries. That's what sets me off a lot. I worked in food service for a very long time, and I know the difference between, making good and just trying to get by. So disappointing, non-applicable on the score for them. Just not going to score them because it's not fair to the history of Prince's to score them based on that experience. But I got to find one more place. I can't end on a bad note for Hot Chicken Week, so I'm going to try to find one last spot to check out to end on a high note. We don't want to end on a bad experience, do we? No. All right, so there's one last place on my list of potential spots that have kind of been hovering around that I've been thinking about coming to for a while. You can see from the sign this week's forecast, partly cloudy with a chance of hot chicken. I'm always reluctant to break into downtown because I hate downtown Nashville at this point in time, but the menu options and the scenario for hot Hifi-Clydes just look too good to pass up, so I figured let's wrap up with this one. Let's give them a shot. Yeah. Well, this is an unexpected caveat. Alright, so I'm liking the vibe at Clyde. Seems like a pretty cool place, a place I would like to come hang out. Melling out a little bit. Apologize to Princess. I probably overreacted a little bit to some of my reactions there. Like I said, I didn't want to score them. It didn't feel fair to score them after that, but things happen. I feel like this is a good point to link to my previous videos with Princess. So I'll post links to the previous videos where I've had Princess Hot Chicken and had great experiences, so that it's not just like, oh, Matt hates Princess, he hates, you know, the place, whatever, because there's one here, there might be one here, there might be one over here. I've been there before. I've been to multiple locations. They've always been great. Today, all right, so here it is. I had this dish on my list all week. Glad I was kind of forced to take the opportunity to try it. It is the hot chicken avocado toast. I got a side of the home fries with it because that seemed to make sense. Looks tasty, but we gotta try it. I'm rambling at this point in time. My brain's been frazzled today. Potatoes all over everything. I'm trying to show this off, but there it is. Gooiness. Alright, this looks like a pretty good bite with a little bit of everything on it of the hot chicken avocado toast. Bon appetit. Good. I do feel, since I talked about how long it took to get the food at Prince's, I have to be full disclosure, transparent, equal, fair share. This came out in 18 minutes. I actually clocked it to make sure. I've talked a lot this week about like cooling elements and creaminess that kind of offsets the heat of the hot chicken, which sounds contradictory, but it's like, you know, for me, that's what I like. I gotta say, avocado is a really nice one. I think more places should take advantage of avocado hot chicken mix, like an avocado BLT. That would be stupendous, like, because the avocado's got that creaminess, that cooling factor, nice texture that if you like avocado, you're gonna like it. So I like this mix right here. All right, so we are all done at Hifi-Clyde's. Just to give you my initial kind of review, oh, excuse me, of the place itself. I thought it was gonna be like one of those bars that has like all the video games and stuff like that. I don't know if it was like the Hifi-Clyde's name made it sound like video gamey to me in my brain or whatever, but it's kind of just your normal bar area, stuff like that. They've got like a lot of table games, ping pong, you know, shuffleboard, foosball, all that kind of stuff that you can play if you're like looking to do something while you're hanging out, having drinks. Not a drinker myself, but if you need something to do while you are drinking, if you are a drinker, they've got all that there. The hot chicken itself was good. I really enjoyed that dish. As I mentioned while I was eating it, I think the avocado was a nice complement to the hot chicken. I think more places should start to integrate avocado into hot chicken dishes because it has that great cooling creaminess effect that I've, to some extent, for better or worse, been talking about all week. Gonna give it a score right here. We're gonna go, as the cars drive by, lock it in. I thought it was good. I'd eat it again if they had it. I wish it had 2 eggs. That's the one thing I said. Like, if I feel like the egg to chicken to toast to avocado ratio was off. I feel like it needed 2 eggs instead of 1. If it had 2 eggs, I probably would have gone a little higher. It only had 1, unless I was just like mistaken about what I was looking at on the dish. And maybe a little more sauce too. A little more sauce probably could have helped it too. But as it stands, I will give the avocado toast from Hifi-Clyde's 8.1. 8.1. So we're done with eating hot chicken unless something crazy happens in the next like hour or so. Now all that's left to do is go home, recalibrate, and cast our votes. So stay tuned. Don't wait. We're going to be there right away. All right, Nashville Hot Chicken Week 2024 is officially in the books. We have sampled all the hot chicken we're going to sample. I have already cast my vote on on the Hot Chicken website, I will once again throw my scores up here on the screen so you can recap and refresh your brain on everything that we scored this week, everywhere we went, everything we sampled. The 3 categories you could vote in for Hot Chicken Week 24 include Best Traditional Dish, Best Overall Dish, and Most Unique Dish. So I used the scores that I gave as a guideline for how I cast my votes. For Best, traditional dish, I went with Pepper Fire because we gave Pepper Fire a 8.6. That was, the highest ranking we gave to any of the hot chicken, like kind of purely hot chicken, saying it was the best overall score. So it gets Best Traditional Dish because if you look at the more traditional places that we ate with the more traditional dishes, that was the best of them. So we gave it the Best Traditional. For Best Overall, I wobbled a little bit here. I went back and forth because Pepper Fire had a high score. But Hattie B's fries were so good, and we're talking about dish. I gave them a little bit of credit for having really good fries, so I gave them the vote for Best Overall Dish because when I thought, that was an 8.2 on the chicken scale. So it was only 4 decimal points behind Pepper Fire, and then the fries were so good. I voted for them for Best Overall. Like I said, gave Best Traditional to Pepper Fire. And then Most Unique. This it kind of worked out pretty well that we went here the last day, and got to sample this because it ended up being the best of the kind of off-the-wall, new-fangled ways of integrating hot chicken into unique dishes. It was the avocado toast that we had at Hifi-Clyde's here in the final, hot chicken stop we made. So I gave them best, why can't I say words right now? Most unique dish. So to recap for our winners for the votes, I gave Best Traditional Dish to Pepper Fire, I gave Best Overall to Hattie B's, and I gave Most Unique to Hifi-Clyde. So fun week, ate a lot of hot chicken. I think my stomach and my body are going to be happy to be done with this, but my taste buds probably are not. That was weird. I don't know. Thanks for watching along. If you've watched all our hot chicken videos this week or just popped in here or there, and this is the first one you watched even, thank you for watching this. Got a lot coming up. Nashville SC content out the wazoo coming up. So if you're somebody who watches the channel for mostly Nashville SC stuff, you are in luck. This week, Wednesday, we've got the first ever preseason game that fans are allowed to attend. We'll be there for that. Next week, we've got the Jersey launch party coming up. Then right around the corner, the real games start. We've got Mocha. We've got the home opener against Red Bull for the MLS season. Lots of Nashville SC content coming up. Lots of just other stuff coming up throughout the time. So stay tuned. Make sure you're subscribed with the bell turned on for notifications. And until next time, enjoy your life.